Hello everyone, my name is Linda No from a Classroom Management. I would like to present my classroom management plan, and if I could choose a grade level, I would choose to teach kindergarten, first grade, or ESL classroom. My philosophy is to build relationships to all students by getting to know them, be supportive, open-minded with ideas, and know that each student has different opinions, set classroom rules and expectations, be consistent, take initiative in the classroom, meaning we have to show the students that we're in charge, be firm to students, meaning we cannot yell at them or raise our tone, show them that you care, and understand that every student has different ways of learning, just like they have different opinions or thinking. For the room arrangement, there will be 4 table groups with 4 or 5 students in each group depending on the classroom size or how many students I will have in the classroom. The library will be close to the carpet where I can easily get the book from the shelf when doing the read aloud. Also, like before the read aloud, the students will also will do a calendar, and the teacher's desk will be next to the whiteboard or smartboard when giving lessons, along with the projectors, like the Elmo projectors, while the students sit at their table. I will use them to watch short video clips when introducing a lesson or when I'm about to end the lesson. Also, like during when I'm teaching certain topics. And for the reading group tables, it will be used for the guided readings in every 15 minutes rotations, while other groups does their independent activities such as computer, writing center, or individual reading at the library area, or they can read with their partner. So it all depends like how I would assign the areas during the workstation. So here are my classroom layouts of how I would set them. So here that little triangles on the left, on the top, left hand on the top is the door, the entrance, and then right here there's like a chair, and there will be like a calendar and the library area where I will get the books. And this is a carpet where the students will be sitting on during the calendars and a read aloud. Or sometimes the students might sit on the carpet depending on the activities. And these are the students' table or the desk right here, the table group, and that red circle will be the chair, and which will be facing the whiteboard or smartboard, and this will be a teacher's desk, and the writing center where the workstations are, along with computers, and these are the closets of all the supplies and items and so forth. For the classroom rules, you must keep your hands to yourself at all times, meaning the students will not hit others or kicking or fighting. Use appropriate language, meaning no foul language and name calling. Have your material ready, meaning turn in the homework and a daily folder when you walk in the classroom in the beginning of the day. Raise your hand, meaning do not shout out or talk while others are speaking. And also stay in your seat at all times. And the students must stay on task, meaning we cannot have side conversations during lessons, unless if it's okay to have a conversation if it relates to what I'm teaching in the classroom. And also during the independent work and group work and workstations, always stay on task. And also follow directions and expectations at all times, such as in the classroom, in the cafeteria, recess, out class, on what to do and what not to do. For the positive consequences, verbal praises for participation, staying on task, sitting in their seat, good behavior, paying attention in class, walking quietly in line and being a good listener is when we give them a verbal praises, like I said. And the students will receive a star sticker on their chart for completing the homework and the classroom assignment. So you can't just automatically get a star just because they do their work. They have to be completed. And we're also assigned jobs for good behaviors from the previous week. So there will be a line leader, teacher's helper, librarian, door holder, material manager, or trash can manager, meaning the students will have their job assigned, but somewhere in that week, when there's students misbehaving, then they would lose their privileges. So for negative consequences, the student who does not follow the rules and expectations loses their privilege, like what I said, such as they'll lose their Fun Friday and computer time. So it's not only that they don't do their work, but if they misbehave, then they will not have the Fun Fridays or computer time, or if they don't follow directions like I do. Yeah. And the students who misbehave in class, such as hitting others, using inappropriate language, will receive a timeout during the recess, or they can get a recess laugh. The students who are having side conversation during lessons, activities, or classroom walk will be moved to another table. So here are the classroom routines and procedure. Beginning of the school day, when walking in the classroom, the students will place the daily folder on the reading group table and turn in their homework in the basket. Where it will say turn in basket or complete work. They're going to take out the morning journal for the warm-up. When you finish the warm-up, they're going to work on the assignment from the unfinished work folder if they have any work that they need to finish, or read a book while waiting on others who are still working on their journals. So I would give at least like about 15 to 20 minutes to work on the journal. And if they finish fast, then they work on their unfinished assignment or read a book. Afterward, the students will share their writings to the whole class. Then we will transition to reading, then social studies lessons. So when leaving the room or returning the room, the students will leave room several times to go to lunch or recess, and specials such as PE, art, music, science, library, computer. And before returning to the room, the students will use the restroom and get a drink of water. When returning the class from lunch, we will start with calendar and read aloud. Then we will transition to math and science lesson. So there's going to basically be a reading workstation during the morning, and then in the afternoon when they return to class from lunch, there's going to be a math workstation somewhere there. And at the end of the day, when returning the room from specials, the students will take out their snacks. And the students will also watch Brain Pop video during snack time, or anything other educational videos, such as Magic School Bus or so forth. And then after the snacks, the students will get their backpack to get ready for dismissal. Special education and ESL students, for those groups where I would reteach the lesson or content, I would have them to work in pairs or groups, and they will be doing a hands-on activities where there's going to be, depending on what kind of activities, I would have the materials ready. I would also give the audios for students who have this oral assessment accommodations. So when they're doing their quizzes or tests or like stars or any types of assessment, they're going to get the audios for. And I would also use the visual cues and prompt them. It depends on, like I said, it depends on their accommodation. So extrinsic motivator, the students will get a sticker if they pass the spelling test. The students will also receive Fun Friday for students who doesn't have any work from their unfinished work folders. They're also going to get a snack or prize at the end of the week for turning in the homework and all the assignments. So also, in order to get the snack or prize, depending on the amount of tickets that they will earn is what they're going to redeem for either snack or prize. So for intrinsic motivators, I would provide real-life example that relates to topics or content, give specific feedback on the assignment. They're going to have a downtime to complete the class assignment from their unfinished work folder. Or if they don't have any work in their folder, they can read a book during the downtime. And setting a tone and learning climate. I would greet all the students when the student walks in the classroom, build relationship with students and parents by getting to know them and know their interests. I will play music during the warm-up, activity, and independent work. After warm-up, I will have different students every week to choose any students to share good things that happen. For example, I went to eat at the restaurant. I finished my work yesterday. The holiday is coming up, and so forth. Always go over the rules and expectations for every transitions in the classroom and before leaving the room for lunch and recess or specials. So for instance, before we start a lesson, we have to go over expectations like have students demonstrate what turn and talk looks like. How do we sit in the carpet or in their chair, and what do we do, and how to show the quiet sign when we're walking in line to leave the classroom. And then here's the reference.